to kind of lead prayer.
Thank you. Let us pray. O Lord our God of all creation, indeed we pray that you bless us with peace and unity. And as we come to the end of this Rotary year, we pray for all our fellow Rotarians and family members near and far, that you may grant us peace, that you may grant us joy, and you continue to bless us with the fellowship that we enjoy, to do good, to bring service before self. In our Lord's name we pray.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, if you have something to drink, kindly raise a glass, alternatively hand to the chest, as we raise a toast to the President of the Republic of Kenya. To the President.
The President.
Thank you very much. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I do have some announcements. And if you have an announcement, kindly do raise your hand so I can call on you. The first announcement is that, yes, today is the final Thursday Rotary meeting for this Rotary year. And I'm very grateful to have had the opportunity to chair the meetings this year. And thank you for all the support and for your presence during these virtual meetings. But we do have two more meetings which are going to take place. One is tomorrow at 6 p.m. East Africa time, where our speaker is Sipi Chanda, who is going to speak to us about positive thinking and also about mastering the craft of positive thinking. So with that, we also have on Saturday a special meeting at 6 p.m. as well. And that is also going to be co-hosted by Past President Sudesh. And it is going to be like a panel discussion, similar to the one which we had on 11th of September 2020, where we marked our 90th anniversary. So we look forward to having you join us on both these meetings. The next announcement which we have is with regards to the sanitation block, although that is actually part of the program today where we are going to talk about it. Yesterday, we handed over the sanitation block at Jamhuri Primary School, and together with Rotarian Nicodemus, we are going to give a small presentation today. And today's meeting is going to be in two parts. In the first segment, I'll be showing some photos of the Jamhuri sanitation block and a short video about the activities carried out during this Rotary year. And in the second part, Past President Sudesh is going to take us on a journey down memory lane. Do we have any announcements by anyone present? Right, and with that, I'd like to acknowledge the presence of our visiting Rotarians. As always, we have Rotarian Perry, who's tuned in all the way from America, as always. Almost 100% attendance during this Rotary year. Thank you for being with us. And we also have President Nahashon Muiti. Kindly, would you like to say a few words? Rotarian Perry and President Nahashon?
Yes, I just want to echo President Ritesh, what I said earlier. I am humbled to be a part of this meeting and any meeting that I can with the Club of Nairobi. It is a flagship club in East Africa, but also in the world. I know in my district we follow everything that you're doing and partner with you, and it is wonderful to have 3 new Rotarians that joined, and I was able to be a part of that meeting and all. So I just thank you, President Ritesh, for your leadership during this time. And I look forward to President Gideon taking over and leading the charge in the 91st year for the Rotary Club of Nairobi. So congratulations, President Ritesh and your board.
Thank you very much indeed, Rotarian Perry, and we eagerly look forward to your visit to Nairobi when things get better. Thank you so much. And President Nahashon Mwiti.
Good afternoon, President Ritesh and RC Nairobi. I'm really grateful to join you this afternoon. It has been one tall journey. We started with a prepaid sometimes back, way back last year. And I think I should appreciate what you've done for the club so far. It has been 1 year of achievement. We have also achieved a lot at RC Ongata Rongai. We appreciate the cooperation, the collaboration that's taken place among the presidents. The synergy has been amazing, extremely amazing. Thank you very much, and I wish RC Nairobi the best in the coming Rotary year. Thank you very much, President Ritesh.
Thank you very much indeed, President Nahashon, and congratulations also to yourself and the Rotary Club of Ongata Rongai for the wonderful work you've done this year. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Right, and with that, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take you through some photographs which were taken yesterday during the handover of the sanitation block at Jamhuri Primary School. If you kindly allow me a moment. So whilst I'm uploading the photos, I'd like to thank all the committee members of this particular project. This project had been chaired by past President Muhammad Ali Rahmatullah, and also had a committee of very many Rotarians, which include Rotarian Nicodemus Chege, who's with us today, and I'll request Rotarian Nicodemus to also say a few words about this particular project, and Rotarian Ivan Nyawira, as well as many of the past presidents who actually behind the scenes have silently participated in this particular project, including past President Arun Devani and past President Ashok Shah. And a special thank you goes to the Rotary Club of Nairobi Charitable Trust, without whom we would not have been able to complete this project. I am having some challenge in uploading the photos. If you'll just kindly allow me a few moments. In the meantime, I will request Rotarian Nicodemus Chege to kindly share with us a little bit about this particular project, which took approximately 4 months to complete. And it's such a beautiful project. Rotarian Nicodemus, could you kindly share with us your thoughts? And thank you for all the hard work you've done on this project.
Thank you, President Ritesh. It's a pleasure to be here as always. So a quick brief about the project. What most people might not know is that it did not just happen overnight. The 4 months was a construction period, but I think in terms of its conceptualization, it has been mooted for the last like 6-7 years by the Rotary Club of Nairobi. So finally, I think the stars aligned and we were able to break the ground in December to do the earthworks, and then we started the proper construction in February, and we were done by this month. Yeah. So some quick highlights. One, the school was really helpful. Mrs. Kimani is the headmistress at Jamhuri Primary School, giving us space to operate and being very cooperative. The school also had to liaise with the Ministry of Public Works to get professionals who would come and oversee the project. I think any kind of construction that happens in any government institution, be it a school, dispensary, whatever it is, It's always required to have the ministry's input. Of course, the donations from our club, that's the trust and the individual Rotarians who came through in a very, very big way. Special thanks to Rotarian Suli and through his efforts, calling me almost every other day until we got the Mabatis on site and also the roof structure. That was really appreciated. Of course, the contractor, Vaniraj, he was really he really pulled all the stops. I'm sure the structure is testament to the quality of his workmanship. And as I was telling you, President Ritesh is a kind of guy that I would like to work with in future. Of course, we got some comments from DGN, Leonard Thau. He's an engineer by profession, so he knows construction back and front. He liked the building actually, which was really another feather on our cap, and he actually even quoted it as being a benchmark to be used as a watch project for other clubs that might want to do a similar thing. So the design actually of the toilet was done by the ministry guys. Then the two blocks had originally been separate, but we merged them together because of the site conditions, which was a really big plus. So moving forward, something to note will be water supply for the school and water storage. The toilets are beautiful, but they need to be maintained by running water. That picture that you're showing there, President Ritesh, is actually for the disabled washroom. And those who know about disabled washrooms would know that there are some things that are missing. Those are the grab rails and the handlebars that will come in later. Buying the full set with the grab rails and handlebars normally costs anything from 150 to 200,000 shillings per piece. So we really chose to avoid that and just fabricate it separately. All in all, it was a fantastic project to be involved in, and we believe that we have delivered something to be proud of, even to the children at Jamhuri Primary School. So thank you so much, Mr. President.
Thank you very much indeed, Rotarian Nicodemus. And yesterday, during the opening ceremony, whilst you're viewing these beautiful photos, we also had with us the district governor designate nominee. We had Rotarian Leonard Itau with us, as well as a representative from Ministry of Education, a representative from Ministry of Health, and a representative from Ministry of Water, Sanitation and Irrigation. The children also did a beautiful skit, and once we receive the video from the videographers, we will be uploading that on YouTube, and we will share those videos as well. I would like once again to say a special thank you to all the donors. Special thank you first to Past President Muhammad Ali Rahmatullah and his team, Rotarian Nicodemus, Rotarian Eva, and the committee. And also Past President Arun Devani and Mrs. Ila Devani, as well as Past President Ashok Shah. We also had tile and carpet and Ideal Ceramics. Look at the beautiful, beautiful tiling. And also we received Mabatis. And from the Manu Chandaria Foundation and Premchand Bhai Foundation, I would like to acknowledge that their contribution was amounting 550,000 shillings. And it's a special thank you also to them, to Manu Chandaria, to the Chandaria Foundation and to the Premchand Bhai Foundation. And also a very special thank you to the Rotary Club of Nairobi Charitable Trust for enabling this project to be envisioned and to be visualized, to be completed. Thank you for your guidance and assistance all the way, the entire committee. As you can see in these photographs, towards the bottom left, they were actually the builders, the two gentlemen, one wearing the green mask and the one right at the right who's wearing the black mask. They are part of Vaniraj Limited, and they've done such a fantastic job. Interestingly, at the same ground, there is another school which is being made. It's a boys' high school, and it's CDF funded. And they're actually going to use the work carried out in this ablution block as prototype to do the finishing of that school. So that's a testament to the quality of the workmanship. So with that, I will be sharing later on with you some more videos and photos of this particular project. And I'm sure you'll be delighted to see all the work which has gone in, including the details, you know, when we look at the guttering, how the roofing has been done, the aerial views. I'll be sharing all that with you later on. So with that, thank you very much indeed to all the committee members and all the donors. We really appreciate you, and the children really appreciate you. Thank you. And with that, I would like now to show a short video, if you allow me, about the Rotary year. And once I've done that, I will call upon past President Sudesh to actually also take us through her segment of this meeting for today. Distinguished audience, District Governor, past District Governors, District Secretary, District Treasurer, Country Chair, Assistant Governors, Rotarians and Rotaractors, family and friends of Rotary, kindly accept my warmest greetings. During the year 2020-2021, I've had the distinct honor and privilege to serve as the 90th President of Rotary Club of Nairobi. I took over presidency from immediate past President Jessica Kazina, and today I'll be ceremonially handing over the presidential chain to incoming President and the 91st President of Rotary Club of Nairobi, Rotarian Gideon Akwabi. Before I do so, I'd like to share some highlights of the club activities which have taken place over the past many months, which made up Rotary year 2020-2021. Together with a very able team of board of directors, comprising Vice President Ambassador Dr. Josephine Ojiambo, who is also serving as President nominee and will be President-elect to Gideon Akwabi, immediate past President Jessica Kazina, incoming President Gideon Akwabi, Honorable Secretary Ivan Yawira Kuria, Honorable Treasurer Parul Bhatt, Executive Secretary Irina Wandera, Community Service Director Anuja Prasher, Fundraising Director Rashmi Chub, who also has been very instrumental in getting us some exceptional speakers for our virtual meetings. International Service Director, past President Dr. Sudesh Walia, advisors to the board, past President Salim Fazal and Arun Devani, Family of Rotary Director Dr. Anwar Lawe, Membership Chair Kalpa Padia, Public Relations Director Dr. Margareta Wagasheru, Sergeant at Arms Atia Yahya, Vocational Service Director Rotarian Nelson Buru, and our wonderful and very energetic Rotary Youth Service Director Winnie Gerards. Together with this team, we also had a Leadership Development Committee with past President Mike Eldon, Dr. Salome Gitoho, and Dr. David Gitanga. During this Rotary year, although we had the pandemic, we did manage to, however, complete several projects. Some projects I'd like to highlight include the Jamhuri Primary School Sanitation Block, which is also the 90th year legacy project for Rotary Club of Nairobi. This project was actually conceptualized several years ago, 7 years ago to be precise, by past President Muhammad Ali Rahmatullah, and it is a sanitation block at the Jamhuri Primary School, which caters to the disabled children. This will in turn enable the school to enroll more children with different abilities. This project is a very large project and caters to ablution blocks for both the physically challenged and able-bodied children. On the 23rd of June, 2021, we will be carrying out the official handover ceremony of this ablution block at the Jamhuri Primary School. And during that event, we will be honoring and recognizing the contributions of the various donors towards this particular project, as well as the committee members. Another project which I'd like to highlight is the Malango Kubwa Feeding Program. This program was initiated by past President Jessica Kazina in the month of May 2020. In the month of May 2020, past President Jessica, together with her contacts in the Rotary fraternity and outside Rotary, managed to fundraise towards a feeding initiative to feed the homeless in Malango Kubwa, which is part of Huruma. Since May 2020, on every alternate day, there's been feeding at Malango Kubwa, and this feeding initiative continued until the end of February 2021. Fruit tree planting initiatives have been very close to the heart of all Rotarians at Rotary Club of Nairobi. During the Rotary year 2020-2021, Rotary International adopted the 7th area of focus, which focuses on environment. And in order to honor our 90th year, we decided as a club to plant fruit trees across Nairobi. This project is also very interesting in that we collaborated very closely with our Rotaract clubs, Rotaract Club of Nairobi Central, Rotaract Club of KCA University, which is our newest Rotaract Club, which was started this year, and Rotaract Club of USIU. Together with the Rotaractors and members of Rotary Club of Nairobi, we have planted fruit trees in various places across Nairobi, including Karura Forest, and more recently at Honorable John Mishuki Memorial Park, which is in the heart of the CBD. Rotary Club of Nairobi has several signature projects, which include sleeping children around the world, bedkit distributions, Kenya rural blindness eradication, cataract surgeries, and also the GECO project, which is energy-saving GECOs. And this year, we have delivered energy-saving GECOs to schools despite the fact that there was a pandemic. We have recently delivered a GECO to a school in Kibera, and this energy-saving GECO can cook for capacity of up to 300 children by using just a few pieces of briquettes. I would like to now take the opportunity to highlight the activities carried out by the International Services Committee, chaired by past President Sudesh Walia, alongside Rotarians Justice Manete, Irene Gatiaka, Ambassador Josephine Ojiambo, Sulisha, Dr. Dorcas Otieno, Justice Joyce Oluoch, Margareta Vakasheru, and past President Salim Puzzle. Thank you, past President Jessica, for providing 6 Paul Harris Fellows, matched 50% by yourself, to 6 club members. During the month of July 2020, the year began with a Rotary Scholarship Program given to Dennis Sige Ruto for water, sanitation, and hygiene. This scholarship enabled him to be a master's scholar at the Institute of Water Education, IHE Delft, in the Netherlands. This year, we have completed several projects, including Restore Site, MRDP's VTT, and the Higa Water Project. Current projects are the scholarship to Dennis Ruto, the Aries Education Project, Frontline Healthcare Workers Media Training, and PECC at Kijabe Hospital, together with a sister club agreement with Rotary Club of Madras. Projects submitted and awaiting for approval from TRF are Vision and Eye Care, and provision of 200 wheelchairs. And concept projects under process this year are Medicines at Ubuntu, support to FGM survivors, and Wallant surgery in Kenya. I'd like to highlight some of these. The recently completed water project in Vihiga, Western Kenya, was to improve access and reliability to safe water in 7 schools in Vihiga County and to strengthen capacities of schools and communities for sustainable water management. The currently ongoing VTT for Pediatric Emergency and Critical Care Fellowship Training in Kenya, which has Dr. David Gitanga as the primary contact, is a grant from the Rotary Foundation to help decrease the mortality rate of children with critical illnesses and preventable diseases in sub-Saharan Africa, in partnership with various hospitals around the world, to provide 2-year specialized fellowship training for pediatric physicians in critical and emergency care for children. The next project I'd like to highlight is chaired by Ambassador Dr. Josephine Ojiambo, which is the COVID-19 multimedia training videos for management of patients in Kenya. This project has various partners internationally, and locally we are also partnering with Rotary Club of Samawati. The aim of the project is the provision of a series of 9 easily accessed multimedia video training materials to 1,250 frontline healthcare workers and 2,500 community health workers in Kenya to improve identification and management of patients with COVID-19. There will be a delivery on video training on COVID-19 to health workers in Kenya, ensuring that they are context-specific for Kenya. Deliver video-based continuity of education to healthcare workers on COVID-19 with pre and post testing. And to facilitate the training, the University of Nairobi will provide free of charge e-learning facility. The next project I'd like to highlight is the Aries project, the Coquitlam Aries project. This project is very unique and is chaired by past President Jessica Kazina. It is the installment of the African ruggedized education solution into 7 Kenyan schools. Aries is an offline server fully loaded with huge pre-screened databases, which include Wikipedia for schools, STEM videos, suitable games, 30,000 videos, including TED Talks, Gutenberg library books, which are downloadable, all 45,000 of them, a school and classroom management system, and much more. The server runs on battery power for up to 7 hours when local power fails. These tablets are going to be provided to 7 schools in Kenya. This year is very special. In order to mark our 90th anniversary at Rotary Club of Nairobi, we also signed a sister club agreement with Rotary Club of Madras, the 92-year-old Rotary Club in the southeast of Asia. Rotary Club Madras is the third oldest Rotary Club in India, and we are glad and proud to have the sister club agreement with Rotary Club of Madras during this momentous year, 90th year of Rotary Club of Nairobi. A project I'd like to highlight is the Vision and Eye Healthcare for Vulnerable Populations in Kenya. This project defined the vocations of past President Dr. Sudesh Walia, which include education plus health together. It is a message worth sharing with Rotarians that we have to serve and design projects using our own vocations, as past President Sudesh Walia has done in this particular project. So not only should we know the needs of our communities, but it's a unique project in that it is about the creation of awareness around vision, health, and blindness in vulnerable areas in Kenya, to identify vision problems and provide vision correction glasses to citizens in need, to teach communities about ongoing vision, health, and vision disease prevention, and provide medical eye care where needed. And it's going to take place in schools for school children. This project is going to take place during the next Rotary year. Another project I'd like to highlight is the Kenyan Orthopedic Wellness Project for assessment, distribution, maintenance of wheelchairs and devices, whereby we are going to be providing 200 wheelchairs together with Rotary clubs in Campbell River. This project is going to take place in September. There are other Rotary international projects which are currently taking place and which are in the works in terms of the proposals. And they include the FGM project, which is being chaired by Justice Joyce Oluwatch, as well as other projects. We're also in partnership with Rotary Club of Toronto to provide medical camps at Ubuntu. I would now like to highlight the Youth Service Committee. And before I highlight Youth Service Committee, I'd like to congratulate Rotarian Anuja Prasha, who is the patron at the Rotary Club of KCA University. Rotary Club of Nairobi, whilst marking the 90th anniversary, has chartered a Rotaract Club. We congratulate the members of Rotaract Club of KCA Kenya for their involvement during the charter year. And congratulations to the committee involved in the chartering of Rotaract Club of KCA Kenya. With regards to Family of Rotary, past President Dr. Anwen Lawe encouraged club members in small groups to visit the senior Rotarians of the club. As you can see from these photographs, we visited some senior members of the Rotary Club of Nairobi, where we had some nostalgic talks with them. And this not only energized their experience of Rotary, but they also recalled various anecdotes, various club members, and also various projects. And this is all also part of the Legacy Project, whereby we are gathering information to mark the 90 years of Rotary Club of Nairobi. Also, we had various games which were taking place during the weekends held by the Family of Rotary Committee, whereby members of the club were requested to submit their childhood photos, and the club members had to use whatever means possible to see who exactly the young Rotarians are, and the individuals who would win would be gifted wonderful gifts. This year, we have introduced 7 new members to Rotary Club of Nairobi. We wish to congratulate Rotarian Pamela Sitoni, Rotarian Joe Muganda, Rotarian Farid Kimani, Rotarian Marie Geraldine Mumbi King, Rotarian Shubrika Johri, Rotarian Dr. Laura Bonarelli, and Rotarian Professor Michael Hopkins for joining Rotary Club of Nairobi. During Rotary year 2020-2021, owing to the pandemic, our meetings took place virtually, and we ensured that we had showstopper speakers in order to engage our club members, and also in honor of our 90th year at Rotary Club of Nairobi, since we always lead the way. Our speakers this year included Rotary International President Holger Nack, as well as very many luminaries, including politicians, policymakers, ambassadors, media personalities, management consultants, directors, executive editors, globally acclaimed and international singing sensations, authors, florists, media personalities who are involved in a variety of other media outlets, legal professionals, yoga experts, and a variety of other very high-profile luminaries as guest speakers at Rotary Club of Nairobi. We endeavored to ensure that all the club members had exceptional content during each Rotary meeting. And this year will perhaps be known for the exceptional speakers. The highlight is that during this year, all the speakers who attended Rotary Club of Nairobi are not only luminaries, but are also individuals who had exceptional information to share with us. And all these talks have been uploaded on the Rotary Club of Nairobi YouTube site. This Rotary year, we've had additional meetings in addition to our regular Thursday meetings. And all the talks have been very informative, engaging, and educational. Rotary Club of Nairobi Legacy Project, which is also being carried out together with Dr. Margareta Vagasheru and Rotarian Rashmi Chug, is whereby we have YouTube conversations with all the members of Rotary Club of Nairobi and ask them about the various stories they have to tell about their Rotary journey. And those stories are in order to make an e-book for the 90th legacy year of Rotary Club of Nairobi. And those videos are also online on our YouTube channel. Rotary Club of Nairobi have been known to carry out very many high-impact projects. And this year, during the legacy year, the 90th year, we have had incredible media coverage and public relations in order to convey those stories to the masses. During this Rotary year, our club has featured in articles in The Standard, Nation newspaper, The Nairobian, People Daily, The Star. We've had multiple articles in the Asian Weekly magazine, a feature in the NBCC website for collaboration with Kenya's Ministry of Health, 12 radio partnerships with Radio 44 Kenya, radio partnership with Radio Africa Group, Kenya National Private Security Workers Union calendar with Ministry of Labour features Rotary Club of Nairobi contribution to their 2021 calendar, which has a circulation of up to 400,000 staff members. And we've had immense publicity as Rotary Club of Nairobi. As you can see, individuals who came to our club as speakers include very high-profile individuals. And all these high-profile dignitaries had also used all their social media platforms to showcase their visit virtually to Rotary Club of Nairobi and Rotary Club of Nairobi activities, thereby solidifying and cementing our goodwill as Rotary Club of Nairobi. We also featured in the Kenya National Private Security Workers Union calendar for Rotary year 2021 for the distribution of sanitary items and soaps for hand wash facility. Not only did we feature in multiple media platforms, but I would also take this opportunity to thank all our media partners for the Rotary year. And a special thank you to Radio 44 and to the Asian Weekly magazine. These are just a few of the highlights of the media events. We also had very well designed posters which circulated widely in order to establish the brand of Rotary Club of Nairobi. As you can see, the media has been very supportive to Rotary Club of Nairobi in conveying our various stories, not only about our club speakers, but our club activities and the high impact projects and the outreach which Rotary Club of Nairobi has improved significantly. We also happen to have a very active YouTube site whereby during this Rotary year, 2020-2021, over 100 videos have been uploaded. We've had talks between club members which have been uploaded, as well as site visits whereby individuals have been interviewed, which have also been uploaded on the YouTube channel. During this Rotary year, we also had the Rainbow Legacy newsletter, which was circulating widely. I would like to take this opportunity to request all Rotarians to kindly have a moment of silence as we remember some members of our club who are no longer with us. And in the very recent past, in the past 2 years, we have lost a couple of Rotarians. Most recently, we lost Senior Counsel Omi Nagpal, who was also serving this year on the membership committee as the membership interview chair. We pray that past President Omi Nagpal's soul rests in peace. In the recent past, we have also lost our dear Rotarians, past President Eric Cristal, Rotarian Kanubhai Devani, and Rotarian Marie Nelson, together with past President Omi Nagpal, and various other Rotarians, including Rotarian Rose Simba, and many Rotarians who we have lost. So if we can kindly hold just a moment of silence and have them in our thoughts. On that somber note, I'd like to say that Rotary Club of Nairobi this year has had an exceptional year with the blessing of all the past presidents. Our club would not be where we are today was it not for the senior members and past presidents and the very active members of Rotary Club of Nairobi. So I honor, salute, and respect each one of you, but especially to all the senior members of Rotary Club of Nairobi. Thank you for your dedication and contribution towards humanity and humanitarian projects. And it's because of you that our club still stands strong and is a pioneer and champion and is being seen as the beacon for all the Rotary clubs in East and Central Africa. This Rotary year, we've had a very active website. We have been very active on Facebook. We have been active on all platforms of social media, and we have a very active YouTube site as well. In conclusion, there is a lot of activities which have taken place despite the pandemic, and it's only possible thanks to the support of all members of the Rotary Club of Nairobi. It's been a very memorable year, and there's definitely a lot more which has taken place. But at this point in time, I just wished to highlight a couple of activities. With that, I wish incoming President Gideon Akwabi the very best, together with his board, the 91st board of Rotary Club of Nairobi, as we go from strength to strength as the flagship club, Rotary Club of Nairobi. Thank you so much for this honor to serve as the 90th president of the flagship Rotary Club in East and Central Africa. I'm very grateful. Thank you very much indeed.
Everybody is mesmerized. Complete pin drop silence.
No.
You have achieved so much, along with you involved senior Rotarians, newcomers, almost everybody in one way or the other was involved, even in little bit, but everybody felt that they were part of this club. That is a great achievement. That is what the true leadership is. Ritesh, congratulations.
Thank you very much indeed, past President Sudesh. And I also want to say a big thank you to all the members of Rotary Club of Nairobi as I've said many, many times, that we stand on the shoulders of the various past presidents of this club. We are very fortunate as Rotary Club of Nairobi to actually have so many past presidents who are still active and guide the club members and also the senior members. We have so many senior Rotarians in the club who have not yet taken the role of presidency, but they are still so active, and we stand on shoulders of giants. So thank you all, and also to the newer Rotarians. The enthusiasm and energy which you have, it's incredible. And we are such a wonderful family, a powerful family. So let's go from strength to strength. I want to say special thank yous to certain directors, but I'll highlight also Rotarian Winnie of Youth Service Committee has done an exceptional job this year. And Dr. Sudesh Walia, our International Service Chair, as I mentioned during the handover ceremony to incoming President Gideon Akwabi, we have honored her with a special award this year to mark the 90 years of Rotary Club of Nairobi, because she has been an exceptional leader, especially also this year. She's contributed so greatly, and throughout the years she has guided so many individuals. And Dr. Sudesh Walia, congratulations on receiving a special honor for the 90th year. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'll hand over the next segment to past President Sudesh, who's going to take us on a walk down memory lane.
I think we have others members who are more senior to me, yes, who would have so many anecdotes to share with all of us.
Yes.
But today we are talking more of projects. So this reminds me, when I joined the club, there used to be Rotarian Arjun Rijwani, who had introduced our club to global grants, which were called matching grants at that time. Matching grants means we contribute, an equal amount was contributed by Rotary Foundation. So they were matching grants. And then that time, remember there was one like a scoot taxi, which was given to a physically challenged individual. That was a matching grant. And then we had IPA camp in Eldoret. We had given to Kimlia girls, that is typical families. So about 200 girls from typical families who study at Kimlia girls, and we had given them sewing machines, material, desks and chairs, and computers. And that was really a very satisfying project, because those girls come from the families who at that time, I'm talking about 20 years ago, whose parents that time they were earning, say, about $1, $2 a day. And some days when there is nothing to be picked in the farms, nothing at all. So the girls learning skills and to become independent and to be able to live with dignity, that was a very good project. Then another project we had taken again with Kianda Foundation, that we had given 100,000 shillings, which is today's date is not a big amount, but that time it was. And the Kianda Foundation, because we cannot lend money because we are not a bank, so we had selected Kianda Foundation to help us selecting 10 women. Those women are also like who do not have hope of getting money, funds from anywhere. No, they can't borrow from the banks. So 10 women were given 10,000 each. And can you imagine, after 1 year or so, that money was returned to our club. So those types of projects we had been doing 20 years ago. And we are still doing. You have showcased so many projects. And that is what I like about Rotary. We help people who we never see, whom we never know, whom we completely forget, and we even forget what we did. But these projects, these activities, they change people's lives. And that is what Rotary is all about, serving humanity. And Rotary specifically goes where the need is. And that is a very great thing, especially about our club. Almost all the members passionately look forward to doing something to help someone. Even if in our personal lives we are needing help, that may be where we are struggling with health challenges or with any other challenges, family issues, whatever. But still, they forget everything, come forward and do whatever they can. And like Jessica did so much, those food to so many hungry people last year, which was COVID year, and it still is, but still, those people, they had nothing to eat. Even one time meal is such a great thing, so satisfying. So that is why I think our club members would be truly blessed. And when once I had said that God does not come down on earth to help people, and he selects angels, and our Rotarians are those angels. And I would like to say all the members continue be those beautiful angels, helping the humanity, not asking anything in return. And that is what the beauty is. I would like Manu Chandaria, who is the senior most member attending today. Manu, would you like to talk about some project you had felt passionately and you were so impressed and that touched the humanity at a very large scale?
Sorry, Dr. Manubhai, you are on mute.
One of the projects many years back I initiated was the blindness eradication project. And I think with the help of Dr. Mukesh Joshi and others, I think especially number of people who have worked for it, I think it's a great, normally Rotary would not allow a repeat project. They would only allow 1 or 2 projects, and then you must go to another projects. But this project has become a very, very interesting and eye-catching. And it has improved so many people's lives. So that's number 1. Number 2 is that we also initiated a project like a children's rally. Now, children's rally started because in my family we had disability of some of the members. And to support that disability, we decided that let's start with that. I think it originally started with 600 children. Now it has gone to 3,000, 3,500 approximately. And it not become only our project. Now it has been a whole Nairobi area project. Again, it's one interesting project to give one day in our life to a person who will just remember for 365 days. The rest of 364, he'll be remembering this day. And I think it has become, comes January, they think about Christmas and immediately they think about when is the rally. And I think that everybody who has put up the effort in that one is very interesting. The third thing I'd like to also support and is Rotarian Muhammad Ali. Very quietly, but all the time doing some good work of bringing sanitary blocks in the schools. I think that congratulations to him, and he has done many of them. So like that, we've done so many projects. There are other projects which comes up from Canada and that we go to give to every school. I think that's also an interesting project. I think so many projects this club has got, which is ideal for any other club to follow. And I think that we are very proud that was there. Another thing I just wanted to mention is that Jaipur Food Project. Actually, I went to India to have a look at it, to discuss with him, brought the project over here, and finally we thought that, look, we have a good project, let's give it to Nairobi North, South, Nairobi South. And they accepted the project. So I think that Rotary really does some very fundamental project that have been so great. I think that when we were just finding it, a blindness reduction program, little bit shaky, Arun Devani came along and said, come on, he is going to push around and collect the money. And I think that all of us have been able to do so much for Rotary, and that's why we continue to remain the members of the Rotary and not just on the sideline. I think congratulations, Pritesh, for you being our president from, I don't know, 4 years, 5 years back you joined. Now to become a president in 5 years' time of a Rotary Club or a chairman of Rotary Club is not thought about. When I became the chairman, when I became the Rotary member in Mombasa in 1963, in Nairobi, they were not allowing Asians or Africans in the club. That was the situation. But whatever you have been able to do, I think you have done a great job. Congratulations. And all of the past presidents, each one of them have come down and said and done something. Mike Eldon is another one. So every one of them who have participated and not become only a lunch member, I think hats off to all of them. Thank you.
Thank you, Manubhai.
Thank you.
Mike, congratulations, Ritesh. As a young president, you have done very well. Young in the club, young in age, and in spite of all the challenges you had been facing in the family, I think everybody is aware of what family challenges you had been going through. And we really, it is like Manu said, hats off to you. And like Gideon always puts a poster, I salute you. So we salute you.
Okay. Okay. 10 minutes past it. Yeah, no, because
Mike? Hello, Mike. How are you?
Hi, Sudesh. I'm fine, thank you.
Good, Mike. Would you like to share with us something?
Yes, and gosh, it takes me back to when I joined the Rotary Club in 1978. I was by far the youngest member then, and I became our chairman in 86. Also so young relative to the age of all the other members who were more age mates of Manu and older, Manu and Yusuf and Joe Wanjui. These were the three Rotarians who are in a way still with us, although Yusuf in the UK, who were already members when I joined. And as I've said from time to time, it was mainly old white men, and at least I was a young white man. I always remember my connection with youth, with the Rotaract. I'm so happy about this new KCA Rotaract Club, and also takes me back to when I relaunched our Rotaract Club of Nairobi Central, when I was chairman, as we called ourselves. And it was something I really was determined to do. And I really didn't know how I'd go about it. How do you start a Rotaract Club from scratch? having had these earlier members, now by then prominent, Steve Bonessi, Kalonzo Musyoka, and others, and I decided I would call on two of my own staff in my computer company to see if they could have a go, David Maruri and Henry Njoroge, and they did. And that's how we got going with the Rotaract Club of Nairobi Central. The other one that, of course, has occupied so much of my time and much more of Evelyn's time is the Shura Rotary Community Corps, where we had the opportunity to start this Rotary Children's Orphanage for AIDS orphans. And it became a holistic village empowerment program with eventually the bringing into action the never previously utilized clinic, building a secondary school, income generating projects, and so many other aspects, a library, a computer center. It taught us so much about the challenges of grassroots development, whether you are trying to empower a village of 6,000 or whether you're the World Bank trying to empower a country. And the challenge of finding counterpart leadership to build sustainability, that was always a big challenge in Shura, and I could talk all day about the lessons we learned from that. The children, the 50 children who were in the orphanage are now, some at university, others at different colleges working. And so we did what kept us going was the children. And it was often despite the poor leadership in the community, but thanks to some good leadership as well. And we got a lot of support from Rotary, but much more so from my daughter and her family in America to feed this $70,000 a year budget to keep 50 kids going. So let me leave it at these two memories, the Rotaract and the Shura project.
Thank you. Thank you, Mike. Now I hand over to Ritesh. I think it is about time.
Thank you.
Hello, Ritesh.
Thank you very much indeed, past President Dr. Sudesh, for taking us through some very interesting projects. And it's always good for us to know of these projects, especially now that some of the past presidents and senior Rotarians, it actually gives them fond memories because they've been involved in all those projects. But for the newer Rotarians, I can honestly say that when I joined Rotary Club of Nairobi, I actually felt immediately connected the moment I was taken to a medkit distribution by past President Sadim in Kibera. So when we hear about all these projects and when we witness them hands-on, we get involved in them, that's exactly what makes us feel, yes, we are making a change, we are making an impact, and we want to be more involved. And the best part of all this is that Rotary gives us that platform. See, I wouldn't have actually made such wonderful friends as right now. All of you are like family to me. And would it not be for Rotary, I wouldn't have met many individuals. And also another aspect of Rotary, which I really appreciate, is the fact that, for example, recently there was a drive to collect blood, which the blood drive, which also incoming President Gideon was supporting very passionately. So there's so many different projects in different areas, which definitely can be close to each individual. Some environmentalists can get involved in tree planting, others who are doctors can get involved with either the eye camps or any project which is related to mental or physical health and well-being. Industrialists and all can get involved with maybe economic empowerment and education. And our club, being the champion in carrying out all these projects, also, we happen to have projects in all 7 areas of focus, and they continue rolling. So that also reminds me that there are some other projects which are underway, and they were not mentioned on the presentation. But there's a Cheery project which Ambassador Dr. Josephine has been championing, and there's a lot of groundwork which has taken place for that particular project. Then yesterday we also handed over a laptop computer to the Nairobi Private Sector Union of Security Guards, because Ambassador Dr. Josephine engaged us in a project with them to hand over sanitary items. And now we are trying to see how we can actually enable them to communicate with each other, as it's countrywide. And there are many other projects underway, and I'm sure towards the end of this meeting, I'll call on Ambassador Josephine just to say a word or two as well. As Vice President this year, she's also been very involved. And in case I've forgotten one or two projects, she can just very briefly highlight them. And I just want to say a big thank you to each and every member of this club for being very involved, engaged, for attending the meetings, for being present for the various committees. Every member has been involved in a committee. There's so much which has taken place behind the scenes on so many levels, and it wouldn't be possible without each and every one of you. So kindly accept my sincere gratitude and thank you. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, President Ritesh. I am in the car,
Yes.
so I chose not to put on my camera, but I'm really honored to have worked and served on your board this year. And I want to just highlight a few things that I think may be lost in translation, but which I think are very important too. I'd like to, first of all, recall at a personal level the visit that our club made to our family home when we lost my brother. And the purpose of my recalling this as an individual is
Sorry, Ambassador, you're on mute.
Thank you. Sorry, I'll even do this. I'm so sorry. Thank you very much, President Ritesh, fellow Rotarians, for allowing me a moment to address you on this occasion. I'm in the car, as you can see, and therefore I'll be brief. I want to utilize this small moment in time to recall that our Rotary Club, led by President Ritesh, found time to come and visit with us at family level when we lost my brother not too long ago. I want to recall this to underscore the fact that we had a very strong fellowship and a warm family of Rotary set of activities led by Pipian Vandawe with the membership of Rotary Club. In fact, that visit was also a basis on which the district also visited with our family. Thank you. We had many other very striking family events, even as we could not, in quotes, meet in person. But I want to remember some of the thematic areas, and I'll recall the support of the Rotary Club of Nairobi to the World Polio Day activities, in particular to the webinar that we held as a district, and also the donation of a wheelchair to Gertrude's Gardens Children's Hospital, which was given to a polio survivor. This is something which our club can also, in this new Rotary calendar year, be involved in, but we have made an indelible mark on the work in polio in the district. I also very quickly recall the work with the Chiri project, which is underway in Kibra. Yesterday, the area member of parliament invited us to invite him to come to launch the Chiri project when we're ready to get going on that project. There's a lot of other things I could mention, but I just want to say that despite the odds, President Ritesh, you have delivered, and many of us have found both family, fellowship, and also thematic challenge under your leadership. I joined our club more than 15 years ago as a younger lady, and I must say I was overwhelmed at that time, but today I feel very much part of a very warm family. We wish you all the very best in the year ahead and hope that you continue in good stead with Rotary. And we also look forward to the leadership of incoming President Gideon. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed, Vice President, Ambassador Dr. Josephine, also a President nominee. And I want to say also a very special thank you to our wonderful treasurer this year. Rotarian Parul Bhatt has been an exceptional treasurer and has also managed to collect some, I think it's probably a record, the amount of collections we have made for Sergeant at Arms. Rotarian Parul Bhai, are you with us?
Yes, President Ritesh.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the incredible work you've done during this Rotary year, and we are truly grateful to you.
Thank you, President Ritesh, and thank you, fellow Rotarians and everybody who has generously contributed towards the Sergeant at Arms. Today we stand at 10.
Sorry, we seem to have lost Rotarian Parulbhai. You're on mute.
Sorry. Thank you very much, President Ritesh. It has been a pleasure serving under your leadership. And yes, mine was only to push for the collections, but the real thank you goes to all the fellow Rotarians who have been contributing very generously towards the Sergeant at Arms. And today we stand at 10,500 shillings. I'm sure by the time we finish, this meeting will be at 15,000 shillings, and look forward to incoming President Gideon by his year when we will have the same momentum going on. Thank you, President Ritesh.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Honorable Treasurer Parulbhai, for the incredible amount of work you've been doing. There's, the role of a treasurer is quite demanding, and you've done an exceptional job. Thank you so much. And with that,
maybe Ritesh,
yes.
hello, Ritesh, maybe, yeah, sorry to interrupt you. Two things that have been mentioned here. One is Mike with the Rotaract. I'm glad to state that 6 of the board members of the Rotary Club of Nairobi are Rotaractors from Rotary Club of Nairobi Central. I need to also just touch on what PP Chandari has talked about the Sunshine Rally. One of the people I met at the Kenya Society for the Blind Strategic Lounge is a court of appeal judge who is visually impaired. He's called Laibuta. And one memorable thing he had about Rotary Club of Nairobi is the fact that it made him enjoy as a young person the Sunshine Rally. So some of these achievements that projects that were started early have had long reaching effect, which we needed to track. Now, for Rotarians, I think the bar has been set. We must go into 91 with the momentum. So it's not for me to talk so much other than to look forward to work. And yes, the celebrations stop on 30th of June, get back to work on 1st of July. God bless.
Thank you very much indeed, incoming President Gideon. And to all the Rotarians and guests who logged on today, thank you very much. Once again, there is a reminder. Tomorrow we do have a special meeting at 6 p.m. with guest speaker Sipi Chadda. And on Saturday at 6 p.m., we have a meeting where we will be talking about Rotary Club of Nairobi at 90 years. The Zoom links will be emailed to you. With that, if we all have something to drink, kindly, if we can raise a glass. Alternatively, hand to the chest. And this is to Rotary the world over.
Rotary the world over. Rotary the world over.
Thank you very much indeed.